engagement isn't just about sending right messages, it's about creating right experiences at the right time. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Capillary Academy podcast series. I am Shalu Bhardwaj, your host, and today we have a very special guest with us, Balaji, product manager for Engage Plus. Hi Balaji, and welcome to the show.
Hey Shalu, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here and talk about Engage Plus, one of the most powerful marketing automation tools out there.
Awesome. I feel Engage Plus is such a game changer for brands who are looking to, personalize and send personalized communication for their brands. But for those who might be new to this, could you explain Engage Plus in a nutshell for me?
Yeah, sure. So Engage Plus is a command center of sorts for customer interactions, and the marketers can use Engage Plus to be able to send out the right messages at the right time, also in the right channel, right? So you can send out messages using email, SMS, WhatsApp, and push notifications. What sets Engage Plus apart is the deep AI powered automation that you could create, which allows marketers to not just send messages, but create meaningful content for the customers.
As you said, creating meaningful content is really important, and journeys is one such feature that helps marketers do that. So let's just dig into journeys more. Could you tell me what journeys is and how it helps marketers drive and create that meaningful connection?
Sure. So the biggest struggle in the market today is about how do you scale the customer interactions, right? So for Shalu, I want to be able to send out a message which means something, versus for Balaji, you want to be able to send something else that means something else totally. And to be able to do this at scale is where journeys comes into the picture, right? So with journeys, what you're able to do is you're able to completely automate the customer life cycle, if you will.
Okay.
And you can create these personalized messaging or send out the right message to the customer using journeys.
So it's like designing a customer's experience step by step, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got that right on point. Whether it is building out, a customer welcome journey or an abandoned cart reminder, essentially you can build out all of these customer touch points in a super automated fashion, without any manual intervention. So
that's super interesting because all of this can be done without any manual intervention. That is a great feature to have. And it's like a customer is deciding what communication they have to receive next. For example, hey, I'm doing this. So the brand will know what communication to send me next. And this is super awesome. Feels like Journeys is a really comprehensive tool. And when brands use it, they obviously want to know the ROI. And how do they gauge whether the effort and the time they're investing in Journeys is worth it or not?
yeah, so when you look at journeys, right? So we were talking about how this is like a welcome journey. Like let's take that for an example. And when you're building out your welcome journey, you would pull in certain blocks, right? So you would pull in like a message block, and then you would pull in a decision block to see if somebody got the message. If they didn't get the message, then you would want to remind them. So you would want to pull in another message block. So essentially, you can think about journeys as it's built out of blocks. And what we do is while the journey is running and is live, we offer live reporting on it.
Okay.
And this is at a block level, right? So essentially, while you're viewing your journey, you would be able to see, how many people have passed through a specific block, whether it was successful, whether they have converted, and so on and so forth. And not just this, but what we're planning to offer in the future is we want to offer something like a funnel reporting, right? Where you can decide what your funnel is for that specific journey, which would allow you to see what the drop-offs are at every specific stage. So
that's interesting. But Balaji, let's be honest, the marketing automation space is pretty crowded right now. So what sets Engage Plus apart from its competitors right now?
Right. So I think Engage Plus is in a unique position because, we were like at Capillary, we have multiple products, right? So and Engage Plus has super deep integrations with each of these products, whether it is the incentives, whether it is promotions engine, or even the loyalty promotions, right? So we're able to, spin up campaigns along with offers of promotions super quickly, as well as help the marketers do it in a very seamless fashion. And not just that, right? Like I think the one of the biggest contributors to powering personalized messages is the entire AI suite that we have, along with the data that is being powered by CDP. CDP is the customer data platform, and our customer data platform is again state of the art. It's built on the whole event-driven architecture, which again not just helps personalize but also helps us drive these journeys in a real-time fashion. So basically, if you were to do the onboarding, you get the welcome journey message today versus I might do it a few hours later, but I get it as soon as I,
on board with the brand.
Exactly.
That's something not all competitors can do. And I love how seamlessly Engage Plus can, work together with Loyalty Plus, Engage Plus, Insights Plus. That's like creating hyper personalized engagement for brands, and it's pretty easy for them if they use our Engage Plus only. But let's bring this to life, how Engage Plus is helping brands create such an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's happening right now is we had a customer in the retail space, who essentially came to us and said, hey, they have a lot of customer churn. And what we did was we set them up with some form of an AI powered retention journey.
Okay.
Where the AI model itself would kind of, based on customer behavior, would predict who is on the churn path, and would lead them, would trigger the journey for them. And this essentially led to a 30% drop in churn for the customer. And it was pretty tremendous to kind of work with this particular client to kind of help them with this specific journey.
Wow, that's really incredible. And I believe that brands run on such insights and they look forward to such ROI where, they get instant results. That brings us to another interesting question. Where is this marketing automation market headed, and what are we doing to stay ahead of the curve?
Right. So what we did was, even for a client in the F&B industry, what ended up happening was they were also not seeing a lot of results on promotional campaigns.
Okay.
And we ended up recommending, a journey based on customer engagement to tweak their send timings and, when the message is triggered to that particular customer. And this literally increased their promotion redemption by about 200%. So this was pretty significant as well. And I think these are the kinds of smaller tweaks that you can do to your specific automated journeys that will essentially keep the brand apart, but at the same time, make sure that you're able to scale your business along with how the things are going.
Such small details, like you just suggested the brand to change the timing of communication. It helped with the retention of customers more and how the brand image would have changed in front of the customers. These even smaller details that we focus on makes us really different, I would say. So what are we as Engage Plus doing to stay ahead of the curve?
Right. So basically the market itself is kind of, or when I say market, I mean the entire marketing space is moving in a direction where, we used to be very reactive at the beginning, and now it's kind of moving more towards the proactive approach.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to set our product up in such a way that we are becoming an AI-powered tool where our brands can come to us and use our AI tools to be able to set up predictive journeys rather than having to be very reactive.
So we are moving away from rule-based automation to, literally AI-driven orchestration.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is not just important from an AI perspective, but also something to keep in mind is privacy becomes a big role, has a big role to play.
Okay.
And when privacy comes into the picture, we are Engage Plus is super enterprise ready, and we have all of the compliance and regulations in terms of first party data strategies, as well as adhering to local policies that are set by specific countries.
So you brought up a very specific point, privacy. Privacy is something today's customers are very concerned about privacy. They don't want to be tracked Like
Absolutely.
they don't want that brand should know their each and every move,
Right.
while they want personalized communication, while they want, okay, the brand should know what I want. So this is a
Yeah, it's a very
situation.
tricky thing. It's like a fine balance that every brand needs to kind of be aware of and play that role as well.
And we as Engage Plus are able to do that. That's
Correct. We're
simply
enabling
incredible.
our customers to be able to do that.
Also, you mentioned about AI and how, AI, everyone is talking and leveraging AI in different ways. We just mentioned that we are using AI to drive personalization. What else are we doing with the AI so that, brands feel more empowered?
Right. So with AI, right, we are not just doing predictive analytics and like ML models and such, but we are moving into the world of agentic framework. So we, if you ask me 6 months down the lane, we're going to have, AI agents embedded all across our features within Engage Plus, which would essentially be able to be that tool that humans can essentially use and get the value out of.
Perfect. That's awesome. A lot is happening in the AI world, and brands are using AI to drive a lot of personalized communication. Apart from this automated journeys and personalization, what else are we doing to leverage AI to, empower brands more?
Absolutely. With AI, the every day that you ask me, it's going to be a new thing that comes
Yeah.
up. But essentially, we are moving more towards an agentic framework.
Okay.
And essentially, what that means is, you're going to have an AI agent for your audiences. You're going to have an AI agent for content, and you're going to have a separate AI agent for campaigns. And essentially, as a human, somebody, as a marketer, somebody can come in and ask the campaign AI agent to build out a campaign for them, and this agent would essentially talk to the other AI agents, such as the audience agent as well as the content agent, to be able to build out this entire campaign together just within a few minutes.
That's super interesting how, we can leverage AI at every step of sending out the campaign. And as you know, that human plus AI is a powerful combination.
Absolutely.
And I love how Engage Plus is leveraging that. I am sure that this is going to save a lot of time of a marketer, and this is going to help brands like scale too much.
100%.
Before we wrap this up, Balaji, I want to understand that since you have worked with global brands like Tesla, what's that one outside-in perspective that you bring to Engage Plus and you think that is going to be a game changer for brands?
So one thing I've noticed across the industries is that the brands want to make any customer engagement invisible. They don't want to make it forced. They want to make it intuitive. It's almost as if that it was
should come
not
naturally to customers,
right? And I think like Engage Plus is already enabling a lot of brands to be able to do that. But what we're also trying to do is we are kind of doubling down on our AI led features, so that we're not just helping our brands make engagement seamless, but also enabling them to provide the white glove treatment to their customers, right? Like essentially what we were talking about earlier, which was to provide Shalu the experiences that she likes versus providing Balaji the experiences he likes. So that's kind of where we're headed.
That's a wonderful way to put it. And I feel Engage Plus is making meaningful connections without, forcing conversations and leveraging AI simultaneously, and also not even invading their privacy, because customers value privacy a lot.
Absolutely.
So I think Engage Plus is headed in the right direction, and we are going to be market leaders soon.
100%. And so we will get there soon.
That was such an insightful discussion, Balaji. Thanks for sharing your perspective.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. It was wonderful to be here and share industry information here. Thanks.
And to everyone else, if you're looking to supercharge your campaign strategies, now is the time to explore Engage Plus.